Happy morning. I have done tent camping, car camping, and this time RV camping. Hey, let's see how it feels like. Right? So I got this fortune cookie that says that take a trip with a friend. Hey, since my friend is going for RV camping, so I asked. And we started from Arizona. Okay, let's go! Vamos! Means ready, let's go. Okay, I got my camping gear. I have my food and my drinks, everything packed in the RV. I think I am ready. But wait, my legs is too short. I can't even reach the floor mat of the car. So I have to use this footrest. This is the road leading to Page. We are crossing the Vermilion Cliffs and is ascending the mountain, and it's so difficult to lean forward in order to show you what's beyond the cliff as as we are ascending this hill. And my friend called this as the Wall Street of the highway to Page. All right. Hello, Paige. I'm coming. And we stop at Glen Canyon Dam. This is the at the border of the North Arizona. So we stop here for lunch, and then we continue our way. Bye bye, Arizona. Next, you go to Utah, and our first stop is at Bryce Canyon. Welcome to Utah. And along the way, we see a lot of fields where they plant the alfalfa and grass, and these are the food for the cows and bulls. So this is how they stock up the hay after they strike. Bryce Canyon! Yay! We're here, we're here. And along the way, so as we are approaching the Bryce Canyon village, we have to pass through these so-called tunnel or natural bridges. So it's so fun. And on the right, you can see that that is the people descending to the Wall Street uh, along among the hoodoos. All these all this formation is called hoodoos, right? And then we have viewpoints or vista points where I like this one. It's called the natural bridge. It's also a natural formation of the erosion of snow, rain, and also wind. This is Bryce Canyon from top view. As you can see, there are trails that where we can walk among all these hoodoos. There are multiple trails, right? And wait, I spot a trail. Huh, this trail is go under the hoodoo. And wait, I thought I saw somebody walking along this trail. Hmm, couldn't find it. Couldn't find the person anymore. See, you can see the multiple colors of the hoodoos. That is the formation of different types of dirt that formed millions of years ago. And then, hey, there's also a camper car for rental. And I check it out. It's only $89 per day. Hey, not bad now for unlimited mileage. So so if you're interested in camping, in car camping, you can also rent it. Or because of there's limited parking lots, so it is advisable to park the car at the hotel, and then after that, take this shuttle to move around. Okay. And then after 3 days, we moved on and we stopped at Versace Mountain State Park. And this is the Deer Creek Dam. And at the other end of the dam is Versace Mountain State Park. We are coming, wait for us. And hey, there are many houses in this town, looks like Europe, like Switzerland. And hey, wait a minute. Am I in Switzerland or Versace? Versace Mountain State Park. Yay, we're here. And it is the beginning of the fall season. So you can see multiple colors on the tree leaves, from yellow, red, brown. And I spotted a maple leaf. And there are also apple trees. Ooh, those apples look so juicy and it's just right next to our lot. Can I pluck it? Better don't. Better be uh, a good visitor. And then we have fireplace at our campsite as well. And then this is how it looks like. Unfortunately, I forget to. Can you believe I forget to snap a photo when we camp at Bryce Canyon? Yeah. Okay. And because it has been raining, and also we bathed at the Bryce Canyon after the hike, so all our towels are still wet. Hey, there's some sunlight. Let's hang it. Let's dry it behind the RV. Nobody knows, Shh, don't tell anyone. All right. So when you go for RV camping, the first thing is that you must know how to man it. So I have my first training, and this is a fully hooked campsite. Fully hooked campsite means they have power, they have water, and they even have this dumping ground. Not dumping ground, dump station. Okay. So my first training, how to refill fresh water and also to drain gray water. Why do you want to color the water? Gray, black. Ay. Anyway, I like it. I think I'm able to do it my own. Okay. And then we stay there for a night and we proceed to Idaho. And our next destination will be Timber Creek Bison. And it has been raining ever since we reached Bryce Canyon. It's raining and still raining and raining. Oh man, when are this rain going to stop? Okay, welcome to Pocatello. Well, we passed this town where it is the home of the Idaho State University. And then along the way, I saw this cute little logo, Idaho 39. Hey, Guan Lai, um a this is a icon for to represent a state route. Huh, cute, huh? And Idaho is famous for the russet potato, the big potato. And we stopped and I found this sweet potato at the gas station. And when we reached the Timber Creek Bison, it's at Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls, not Falls, man. But you know what I found? I've never seen there's so many railway crossing in a town. So it was cute, right? So I quickly snap it, take a photo of it. Woohoo! My first bison! Ang mo good. They told me, yeah, they told us that, bison is also one of the cow family or buffalo, no, more like a cow family. We are actually camping at the harvest host. So I think they started a harvest host during COVID in a way of to boost the economy. So people who have a big piece of land, all right, in their farm, and that's, I think it started with vineyard, and then they can actually rent out, not really rent out, they can actually let the people to stay at the place voluntarily, and then we would, as a courtesy, we will see what they are doing, what they are planting. You know, we have some educational tour, just like how, you know, just like what I learned about the bison. They're actually friendly. They are not fierce. And then they are the family of cows. And then, yeah, so we just, you know, buy something from them in a way to help them, right? So it's called Harvest Host. Okay. And along the way, we saw this black and white bird just swoop across in front of us, you know, as we drove from not from Utah to Idaho. And this time, I managed to get a photo of it, and I managed to search it in Merlin ID, and it's called the black-billed magpie. Oh, magpie! You know, is how big is it? It is like as big as a crow. Bush. It's very big, but it's a beautiful bird. And my friend cooked a stew, all right, using an Asian recipe like our pork stew, and it tastes good. Hey, this amogu, not bad, eh? You know, it still tastes like a normal gu, eh? Happy morning! All right, we are ready to go to our next destination after the Timber Creek Bison. Look at the sky. Ah, finally, no more overcast, no more dark clouds and everything. Ah, I hope that, you know, Yellowstone National Park is welcoming us with bright sunshine. Next, Montana, right? And the West Yellowstone is actually Montana, even though Yellowstone National Park overall it is in Wyoming. Confusing, right? But never mind. It is a very small town. Okay, so we stop here for our last gas refill before we enter the Yellowstone National Park. Yoo-hoo! We're here. And along the way, we saw this river, and it came to know that this is actually Madison River. Nice, eh? Look at this. You look at the water, it's so clear. And guess what? We are entering Wyoming, the next state. And our first stop is actually at the Old Faithful Geyser. And there are these two hotels, the Old Faithful Inn and also the Old Faithful Lodge, where they have this time where they'll tell us that when is the next eruption. Okay. Um, and it used to be, many years ago, used to be, it erupts every 50 minutes. But then, as the time passed, you know, it erupts like every 1.5 hour. Reason being, the duration is getting longer and longer because of we are experiencing more earthquake recently compared to last time. Hmm, interesting, right? Woohoo! We managed to catch the Old Faithful geyser eruption. Yes, we stood very far from it, and look at it. It's just spout so high into the air, and with the steam in, and there's a lot of steam, you know, in the coal. Okay, and the Old Faithful Inn, you should, you know, if you ever come to this place, you should visit this Old Faithful Inn. The architecture of the hotel, the inn, and then the type of wood that they use is magnificent. I was so amazed with the architecture that, you know, we spent like easily more than 15 minutes, I think close to half an hour in that inn. And they also provide a tour, and you can take this yellow yellow bus for a tour. Then in Yellowstone, there are a lot of wild animals strolling along by the roadside. There are some further in, and I managed to get, just a few photos of the bison and the female elk. And then there are grizzly bears. What else? And then there's a group of, a happy family of the elk. Um, yeah, but most of the bisons, they just stroll uh, alone rather than in a group. Funny, right? Okay. So we camped at Madison Campground for 3 nights, 4 days and 3 nights. And apparently this place have bears. So we are told not to leave any food outside. So make sure that everything is clean and so that the bears will not come to our campground to attack us or to steal our food. And we don't want that either. And if you miss anything, there's the mercantile where you can buy some food or anything that you want, and even some woods for campfire. Okay. And then right beneath Yellowstone National Park, there is Grand Teton National Park. It is famous for these snow-capped rocky mountains, but unfortunately, due to the systems, it has been raining throughout the whole journey, and we couldn't see it. So the best that we can see on the first day was actually the Mormon Row, where the background is actually the clouded Grand Teton Mountain. Okay, but the next day we managed to take a peep of the mountains, but it's not Grand Teton, right? But who cares? Hey, I'm very happy and satisfied. And then we continue on to go to the town. And it's funny. Some people call it Jackson and some people call it Jackson Hole. Jackson or Jackson Hole, okay? And then at the center of the town, there's this park where it has this arch that made from the elk antler. I wonder how many elk has died to make this arch. Pity them. Poor little fellow. Okay, and then we camp at we actually stay in two places. Um, But then I like this place. It's the Grovant campground, and this is campground office. It looks very cute. And then this is our campsite, and we purposely choose this site where it is just right next to the river. And we were told that, in the morning, the moose will come to the river to drink water, and then by noon, they will go up to the mountain again. We waited in the RV for the moose to come, but hiya, they didn't come. Okay lah, give up lah. Okay, but then along the way, we found we managed to saw a moose. Finally, finally, moose, moose. See, it is just like a cartoon, isn't it? With the baseball, what they call that? Baseball glove kind of antler. Cute, right? Okay. And when we return, so we continue on, we stay another night at Wasatch Mountain. And then after that, we continue to the next destination, right? So at Salt Lake City, because of all the rain and all those things, so the temperature changes very fast. And at Salt Lake City, we managed to see another round of snow-capped mountains at the Deer Creek Dam. And as we are entering Zion National Park, wow, look at the road. It's so winding. Yippee! We reached Zion National Park. And next to it is the Watchman Mountain. And we came at the Watchman Campground. And then just right at the entrance is a town called Springdale. And this national park is very unique. Is when I reached there, I was like, is this a national park or is this a tourist tourist one of the tourist attraction? Because they are equipped with a lot of shops. Then you can rent e-bike and this shop that this is where I rent my hiking gear, the beep, the hiking pole and everything, right? And then they have free shuttle, free shuttle in the town and also in the national park. And this is our campsite, and we are actually facing the Watchman Mountain. And at night, finally, I'm able to see, I'm able to enjoy the dark sky. And Bryce Canyon is also famous for dark sky, but unfortunately, it was raining, so it was all covered with clouds. And I managed to see on the left, which is the Milky Way. And then I use the star tracker light to trace, stars that we can find at night. And I managed to find Saturn. And or it is advisable to park the car at the parking lot, and then you take the Zion shuttle bus to go to different stops. What I've been hoping for, to hike at the Narrows, and is actually to cross to hike along the river, cross the river and all those things. And the attire that I rented actually helped me a lot um, to keep me dry and cold. It was very cold that morning. It was only 9 degrees in the morning. My goodness, it is freezing, but the beat helps me a lot. Thank goodness. So total, I've hiked 4.5 miles, about 4 hours all the way, and I reached the Wall Street, the beginning of the Wall Street, where all the fantastic, fabulous view of the Zion, the Narrows at the Zion. But then now mine, you know, I'm so happy that I can come so far, and and walking, dragging in the water is not dragging. It's more like treading in the water. It's not that easy. It uses a lot of energy, and by the time I reached at the riverbank to walk back to the shuttle, it was so dreadful. I'm basically dragging my feet to the shuttle. Trust me, this is good enough, right? And then the final stop is actually at the Tiora. And along the way at the rest area, this place is so amazing. We can actually enjoy the redness of the canyon, of the staircase, the Grand Staircase Escalante. All right, it is a very huge area. Okay. And we reached Paria River Range. And this is not Harvest Host. It is very cute place where it has this place where it is meant for those truck where they shuttle or transport the animals, horses, cows, whatever, from one place to another place. They can actually stop here and let the animals rest, or rest and then wander about in their own stable. All right, so we were actually allocated a slot next to the goats, and you can see, the goats are actually welcoming us. So nice, so cute. And also walk around, and then they have all these stables for the horse to rest. Okay, and also for the drivers to rest before they continue on the journey. And then lesson learned is that last night we opened the RV windows to enjoy some fresh air. And guess what? The smell stays for days. Bleak. So lesson learned, don't open the windows. And on the way, we decided to do a short hiking, easy hike at the toadstools. And then this is where this is the toadstools. Doesn't it look like mushrooms? Cute, right? Okay. Finally, I'm back to Arizona. Hello, Arizona. Okay. And then this RV camping trip, it take 14 days, total of 2,200 miles approximately. And then I visited 4 national parks, 1 state park, and I've crossed 5 states and the 2 time zones altogether. I am a certified RV co-pilot. So the next time when you want to go for a RV camping trip, I'm able to host you this time. All right. Thank you and see you all next time.